Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
Estamos justamente en la Plaza de la Libertad para hacer uso de esa libertad y protestar en contra de algo que de verdad le hace daño a la sociedad. La discriminación. Basta ya de decir que por el color, que por la etnia, por lo que sea. Basta ya de todo eso. Hoy venimos a una experiencia nueva. Vamos a ver qué tal. Hoy por primera vez estoy en lo que es una marcha. Jamás había estado en una marcha en mi vida. Es una experiencia completamente diferente, es nuevo. Es emocionante hasta cierto punto porque no sabes qué hacer, no sabes cómo reaccionar. Pero la vibra es muy contagiante. La fuerza, el hecho en el que la gente de verdad siente por lo que viene es algo muy increíble. Porque a pesar de los hechos que están ocurriendo en todo el mundo, casos de racismo, casos de discriminación en todos lados, opresión en muchos aspectos, en movimientos como este podemos encontrar que hay mucha gente que de verdad quiere hacer un cambio y que no está esperando a que venga y que lo haga alguien más, sino que está dispuesto a pararse, a levantar el puño y de manera pacífica decir yo estoy en contra de eso.
Thank you guys, thank you. And just one more time, please put your hands up in the sky. Just like that, each and everybody.
Hi Bonda, could you please tell us a little bit about your experience here in this protest?
I think it was cool. If I want to be honest, I was surprised how many people turned up. I wasn't expecting that big of a crowd. Sorry. It was positive. I felt safe-ish.
Yeah.
That's. I'm sorry. I just trying to say exactly what I think, not just around it. Yeah.
Maybe because sometimes you can't just express it with words because you just feel it. It's like for me, it was my first time and it was so good. Like a lot of people like putting their heads in the air, like saying I'm against all this. We don't know each other, but we know that we share this.
Yes. I have a half brother who's black, so my experience with racism as a white girl is quite unique, if I can say this. Like when people hurt the ones I love, doesn't matter if they white, black, Asian, Spanish, doesn't matter. Native American, really doesn't matter. If someone hurts people I love or people in general, it's sad. It saddens me that we still live in a society where people think it's okay to hurt another human being.
And some words you want to share with like the people in Latin America that's gonna watch this video?
I know these are challenging times, but please be safe if you can.
If you go outside and say like, okay, Black Lives Matter, and you go with your family, with your friends, and you start to say like bad jokes about them, the change starts with yourselves.
If you're alone and you wanna go protest, just do it. You can find other people with the same who thinks the same as you are, so you can find new friends if is the case.
Hi, could you please introduce yourselves?
Yeah, my name is G Ras, and this is Noah.
And I'm Tama. Hi.
Yeah, could you please share with us your experience now? Like we're just in the event. There's a lot of music. There's a lot of feelings actually. Like sometimes I'm sure that can't describe it words, but could you just share with few words or with a lot of words? How do you feel? Like you saw a lot of people here. Like they are united for the same reason. That we are tired of these things. Like we are tired to see that this is happening all over the world.
Yeah.
So could you please?
Yeah, it was really amazing actually. I'm very very grateful and I feel very honored because it was really very positive and very amazing, and this is exactly why I organized this event to bring some pure positive energy into this, because that's what these movements really need, you know, pure positive energy of love and justice, solidarity, unity, compassion. That's what we need really, because there's a lot of distortion, there's a lot of mix-up and confusion in this kind of things, a lot of anger, understandably, yes, but that results a lot of violence and aggression and this and that, and we are standing for you know, proper positive change. So we do believe that love is the greatest power, the most powerful force available for human beings in this world. So that's why we try and stick to that and fight the good fight with love. So I'm really very grateful that this event was successful in that way. A lot of people and just pure positive loving energy.
As I can see today, like now, we are the present. It's like we used to be childs, and now it's our time to make the change for the new generations.
Exactly.
You don't want them to fight for it, you just want them to enjoy it, that unified world. Something you want to add to this?
Well,
In Spanish, English,
oh no,
Hungarian?
no,
Come on.
sorry, no, my Spanish is very poor. Sorry.
No,
No,
Spanish
but
is cool.
yeah, that's true actually. What I felt also, I was amazed that so many people gathered together and we could share this energy and those feelings that we all had. And you're right, so we were children, but yeah, there were times when we were children, and we need to save the future and we need to save this whole planet for them, for our children too, and for ourselves as well, because we are responsible for them still.
I would say we really need to teach our children how to fight for what is right, how to stand up for what is right, because actually the culture we inherited was more of a passive culture, you know, accept the system as it is. They never really taught us to fight for a better world. That's why we end up in a system and in a tragedy, in a catastrophic world that we are living in today, because they don't really teach us in the schools to stand up for what is right, to confront the status quo. They teach us to obey and, you know, be good members of the system. So actually I do believe that part of a successful revolution, successful movement to save the future is to teach the children the right things, and that is also never let injustice happen and always stand up for what is right.
Y bueno, el día está llegando a su fin, así como nuestra jornada de hoy. Espero que hayan disfrutado mucho de este video. Yo disfruté mucho de toda la actividad que hicimos hoy. Estuvo, como dijera en Paraguay, qué purete. Gracias Larán por enseñarme esa palabra. Es algo como qué locochón, qué chido, qué chévere. También no me había enterado que la persona que entrevisté al final es G Ras. Es un cantante húngaro de reggae. Les voy a dejar aquí abajo la descripción de sus videos para que se suscriban, para que los vean. Y bueno, con eso llegamos al final de este video. Si te gustó, dale like. Si estás en contra del racismo, dale like. Suscríbete y compártelo para que más gente lo pueda ver y llegue el mensaje a más personas.
Please subscribe to the Norte a Sur.
Suscríbete de norte a sur.
Yeah, do that.
Let's go.